NGO Gift of the Givers has distributed food vouchers to earthquake-hit communities on the outskirts of Kathmandu. The NGO ended its mercy mission after a week of humanitarian work. More than 60 volunteers, including doctors, paramedics and nurses, have been treating survivors of the earthquake. They're all flying back home via Dubai.
Gift of the Givers have just wrapped up their mission here in Nepal. Their mission ended right here with the distribution of food to the communities that have been affected by the earthquake. Joining us is Dr. Suleiman to tell us a bit more about that. Dr. Suleiman, the mission has come to an end. What can you say, especially about what we saw here today?
It's very obvious that people are hungry. They came in huge queues. They all came, but they were given a voucher each to receive their food parcels. But people may misunderstand, seeing them well-dressed, smiling in the queues, and people may think, who are these people? These are people who, down the road, their homes have been totally destroyed. And nobody likes to stand in a food queue. But because of the nature, they've lost their homes, they've lost their breadwinners, they've lost family members, and they are now dependent on a handout. Whilst we were doing it here, you could see the joy and ecstasy, and we were providing them food as well as medical service. But simultaneously, in another 2 areas, we distributed 100 food parcels, and deep in the mountain, 1.5 hour away, 525 food parcels were distributed. This is the beginning of many more food parcels to come in all parts of Nepal.
Okay, and then we know that the 3 South Africans were found here in Nepal who were stranded out in the mountains. What can you tell us? Do you know of any South Africans? We understand that there's 3 more that remain unaccounted for.
I find it a bit hard to say 3 more are missing, because I've had numerous emails and calls from throughout South Africa, and nobody has called us to say that 3 South Africans are missing. That information we heard in Nepal, it has come from the list from Nepal. But all over South Africa, we've been told my family member has been missing. 2 days later, we are told the family member is found. Don't worry, they just don't have access to come down to Kathmandu. But since the first day till now, I haven't heard of any 3 missing South Africans. It may be South Africans who have emigrated, who live in another country, or the whole families have moved. But from South Africa, nobody has called us.
There you have it from Dr. Suleiman of the Gift of the Givers, wrapping up that mission here in Nepal. You'll recall that the Gift of the Givers volunteers have been here for just over a week. They visited a number of areas that were affected by the earthquake. We saw them treating victims in hospitals, as well as visiting the various communities, distributing food, giving primary health care. The Nepalese showed appreciation.
We feel very great on the South African peoples because they helped us so much, and yeah, this is our painful time, and they came and helped us. So thank you so much.
This organization or this team, whatever they did, is really great job. For us is really appreciating.
We will be flying out back to South Africa tonight. We should be in Johannesburg back tomorrow. This is Njanji Chauke reporting from Nepal in Kathmandu.